Two pillars of eternity. Oh, shoot. Did we leave in a fight? I thought we saved before, because I was trying to avoid one, but... Okay, I guess we had a fight here. That I was definitely not planning to get involved with. I figured we were in the clear for a bit here. Yeah, this is the fight I assumed we were gonna have, which is why I saved where I did last time. Oh well,
Can't get a good
we're in the
shot.
clear now. They got me all messed up right now.
I'm no...
Praised as Filat.
Moe Fixit. Puli. Moe X. I'm no pack mule. Let's offload this junk. I'm no pack.
Praised as Filat believed.
Lavaru beyond seek. I'm no... I'm...
Praised as Filat believed. Praised as Filat believed.
That's it! Offset Worthen Rock! A simple test.
Braved out Philosophy.
Can't get a good shot with this. Can't get a good shot with this.
I'm no...
Braved out Philosophy.
Oh, X. Anna.
Braved out Philosophy.
Get on!
Braved out Braved out Philosophy.
I'm no...
Hey, looks just like the one that we found at the start of the game. This is it. The haze of essence lingers over the body, as faint and insubstantial as a dust plume in a rider's wake. Yet, as you draw closer, whispered instructions echo in your ears, and anticipation warms your blood. In a vision, you see the same stone machine you approached moments ago, but from a different height and angle, as if through different eyes. You'd heard rumors that some of your brethren were sent here months before, yet you see no sign that anyone has been here. In fact, the cobblestones are covered in a fine layer of dust, ash. You know suddenly what this will cost you, and you are ready. The orders were clear. The effects of the machine in Clîaban Rilag were wearing off. A child had been born not far from Deerford recently, its soul intact. The machine would need to be reactivated. You and your companions take up your positions. You share a final look of affirmation between yourselves. They don't know your name, and you don't know theirs, but you know that you're doing the work of the gods together. None of the rest matters. Two carved bands of stone in the middle of the machine grind into motion. They rotate in opposite directions, picking up speed until they spin like freshly greased carriage wheels. A wind shrieks through the cavern, accelerating with the stone rings. You press your hands to your ears and grit your teeth against the noise. You're about to shut your eyes when you glimpse new movement. Rows of triangular flaps around the machine open like petals. You don't know what's happening in the machine, but you feel a tingling at your extremities. Searing pain spreads through your body, a hot knife separating every tissue and ligament within you. All the while, it feels as if you're falling toward the machine, your stomach mashed against your spine. What happens next is too fast to process. You awaken from the vision to find yourself kneeling and gasping for air. Holding your head, you let the tiles between your knees gradually come into focus. As you catch your breath, you remember the strange scene you saw outside. Liz, where several robed figures fell amidst a howling bivouac. Looking at the ash scattered across the cavern floor, it is apparent that the leaden key has been doing this, whatever it is, all over the Deerwood. So, Rudar, are you feeling okay? Did you catch alcoholism from the Deerwoodens? His smile turns nervous as he looks you over, examining you for signs of injury. You were off in your own little dream for a moment. What's going on with you? Now for the back quest. Alright, that's it for now. I guess we need to, at some point, check in with Lady Webb. Hear running water and see a small stream that carves its way into the mountain. We'll inspect it first. A shallow bottom flickers and wavers just under the water's edge, but as you look toward the tunnel, the bottom disappears into darkness. From here, it's impossible to tell how deep the stream is. However, faint light plays along the walls of the tunnel. The echo of rushing water suggests that the tunnel and stream continue for quite some distance. Alright, let's go ahead and make our way through it. You take slow, sloshing steps toward the mouth of the tunnel, holding yourself upright while the current tugs at your legs. The cold water leaves you gasping as it rises past your waist. You fight to control your breaths. The stream bed soon drops out from under your feet, and the current pushes you toward the tunnel with growing force. Alright, might as well go into it. The current pushes you through the tunnel faster and faster, tugging you downward. Over your head, the tunnel narrows and drops, leaving only a thin pocket of air. You Take a final deep breath before the current drags you into the depths. Rays of light pierce the darkness, but the current is moving too fast now for you to see more than flickering glimpses as you speed by. You keep your hands in front of yourself and focus on avoiding the jagged rocks that appear suddenly in the darkness jutting from the walls. A light winks up at you up ahead. You're approaching in fast, but it looks to be the mouth of a second, smaller tunnel. You might be able to reach it, but your lungs have started to ache. Grab the edge. You wrap your fingers around the rocks lining the tunnel and peer into it. It terminates in a dead end, but something glints among the rocks at the far side. Reaching it would be a challenge for anyone without strong lung capacity. I think Sagani might have it. Sagani pulls herself into the tunnel, executing deft scissor kicks while the passage narrows. Before she reaches the end, her lungs hit their limit and she turns back. Alright, swirling and tumbling through the darkness of the tunnel, you at last see a halo of light above, and you swim and kick toward it. At last, your head breaks the surface. You gulp air into your aching lungs, and you pull yourself to the edge of the pool. Crawling out of the water, you look at the cavern around you. As you massage feeling back into your aching, cold, numbed limbs. Okay. Oh, and Olaf, weirdly enough, got a level up out of that. Don't know how that happened. So, the rest of us should be leveling up soon then, if we're going by. Olaf leveling up of all people before anybody else. So this was just a quick way out. Got it. Yeah, I was about to say we should be fine this time. Jump. Okay, so you're still not letting me in, which is fine, because we already snuck in around you. Now we need to get somewhere else. Guess we could check in with the priest guy who told us how to get in.
Feels like I've been tossed around in a snowstorm.
You didn't need to see us. Okay. Figured you might want to, but okay. I guess not.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skidding your knuckles on the wrong door.
Why were we supposed to meet? Why of it is you're a watcher, he snorts. A watcher runs 2 roads of why. For me, it's more of a matter of what. Time when I wouldn't have spared a thought for your words, or even bothered with you. But now, seeking out watchers is what I do, to put the truth to them, see which of the 2 ways they bend. He smiles slightly, taunting. Truth? What kind of truth? Either you're a dry field in need of harvest burning, he frowns for a moment, his eyes flat, or you're lost in the darkness. Either way, you can see differently from others. He gives a half smile, then his tone becomes accusing. I can tell by the way you notice the staff first off. Not many can see it at first, nor the etchings or the flames, but your eyes. He stares at you, almost eagerly nodding. Your eyes trace the path, that I could see. So which are you? A dry field, or lost in darkness? Durance's face tenses. The day we don't trade that question back and forth is the day our paths no longer need to be joined. And the trial? Durance's hand clenches his staff. The trial is done. So you don't know either. You know this nation is diseased. Don't need to be a watcher to see it in the children, the politics, the men that stalk the roads with knives in hands and murder in their eyes. This land needs life again. Need new seeds planted in the burned soil. His voice drops, mocking, and his eyes narrow. And something tells me you can see the path to making that future happen, Watcher. Your kind always does. So then, we need to make sure you see truly now. This nation, its people, don't need any more lies blinding them, nor do I. You test a truth. You don't blindly accept it. And how do you plan to test me? Sharing the road, of course. One truth to match another, matching each other's pace, keeping rhythm. Other priests can keep their teachings and rantings. For my faith, my teaching, sharing the road is a simple, hard truth. His smile widens, and his hands tap against his waist, once, then twice. And when you knock one truth against the leg of another, why, both legs stand firm. But now, if you strike a lie at the knee with the same force, his smile dies and his eyes narrow. Why, you make a cripple with but one leg to stand on. Is that why you carry that staff? Is that why I... Durrance is about to launch another volley of words, blinks, then he rolls his head back and laughs deeply, the laughter coming until it seems the air will run out of his lungs, until it seems forced. Perhaps your words are worth listening to, Watcher. He frowns, any trace of humor gone. But the truth will win out. Keep pace, and we'll see.
The cost of troubling me seems to worry you little.
Let's see if that was enough to... That was not. Interesting. How do I get that? That is the question. Oh, let's see. Okay, we should be good actually for now on that. Trying to figure out how we can do some of these quests here that we're struggling with. Uh, Hold on. We should be good to go. Hold on. Oh, we're not there yet. Okay. We're an ally, but not a friend. Let's see. Sorry, we're trying to figure out what quest we need to do to unlock this. Okay, we did that one. Yeah, we need to go to Copper Lane. And we will save there and actually no, we'll start the quest that I need to do, because I think
Some fermented caribou milk would hit the spot right now.
With the cat's nose, how is it you failed to notice your rotten stench?
Failed to notice? Hardly. I put work into smelling this way.
I should have expected.
I never know what sort of game is downwind. I need to smell like part of nature, not an interloper.
a woman sits by herself, spinning something on the table in front of her, and watching it with furious intensity. It's about the size of a coin, and it wobbles over a crack in the wood with a metallic rattle. She snatches it up with one hand and slams a half-empty cup down on the table with the other. This is not a good time. What are you doing here? She takes a long drink from her glass, just trying to calm down, and trying to talk myself out of something foolish. Something foolish. She says nothing for a few moments, as if hoping you'll leave. At last, Kenra looks up at you, and lamplight falls across her face. A purpling bruise is blossoming along her cheekbone. There's something I need to give my fiancé, Pernisk, only he doesn't seem to go anywhere without his new friends. They're not exactly pleasant company. Who hit you? She shakes her head. I know how this looks, but you don't understand. It's not like Pernisk. It's these new friends of his. They brought out the worst in him. Tell me about these new friends. They come into our house with their dead eyes and their black teeth. I'm not a fool. I know what it means. Pernisk makes me leave when they show up, but it's obvious what they come to do. Last time they came, I told them to get out. Let them have their fun somewhere in the gift. But not under my roof. She scowls and then winces, her fingertips gently probing her bruise. Svev never changes you, I guess. The Pernisk I knew wouldn't have squashed a spider. I never thought he'd. She trails off, still feeling the swollen, discolored flesh. I thought Svev just made people lay around not doing much. Kenra shrugs. I don't really know. Seemed better than believing he's always been this way. Maybe I could go talk to him. Her hand rests on the table and she clenches it into a white-knuckled fist. There's nothing more to say to him. We're finished. I just wanted to give this back to him and have a clean break. She opens her hand and a ring clatters onto the table. It was his grandmother's. Even after this, I don't have the heart to sell it off. But if I go back there myself, I know what will happen. I lose my temper and I'll probably wind up with another one of these. She points to her bruise. But I've heard you're trustworthy. If you give this back to him, Oh no, we're done. I'll take this ring to Pernisk, then. She looks at you and nods. The house is just north of here. Just please, don't hurt him. I'm sending someone with your charm to keep anyone from getting hurt again. That goes for Pernisk as well as me. Alright. And with that, we will do that quest next time. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you really like our content, check out the Patreon, which is linked down below, where you can watch our content before it's released publicly on YouTube. Also, be sure to check out our Discord, also linked down below, so you become part of our community. And I will see you all next time. Have a good one. Bye.